God, I'm here, I'm sitting in this valley, mountains all around, but the fog clouds my vision. I thought I was on a mission, thought this would be the year we'd rise above all the division, but now we're all here and it's pretty clear. It's too loud and crowded for anyone to hear. We want to hear your voice, but that doesn't seem like an option, like we don't have that choice. Anyone that claims to hear from you, there's a slew of questions that we have to wade through. It becomes so much more complicated than what would Jesus do? I don't know anymore. Finding truth is a chore. Things I believed all my life have been deconstructed. I'm told it's a lie, and I don't feel like there's any space to be me, like the world has gotten so small. I can't go anywhere at all without feeling the weight of hopelessness. Where do we go from here? It's really anyone's guess. The world is on fire, feels like it's literally burning to the ground. Happiness hides, we try to seek, but it's nowhere to be found. I'm tired and scared, I don't want to play anymore. Someone show me the way out, show me the door. Let a little light creep in, anything to give me some orientation. I'm trapped in this claustrophobic haunted mansion. All of these voices and faces toying and taunting, it's exhausting. I want to engage, but the moment I look their way, they fade away. Phantoms of ideas that crumble under a focused gaze, leading me through an endless maze, a labyrinth of mixed intentions. I don't know who to trust as soon as anyone mentions any kind of topic. It's a vicious battle to determine who's simply the rightest, but not through reasoned thought and careful consideration, rather who follows currently the correct caucus or its many affiliations. Compliancy is somehow now considered living in fear. Debates about biology get boiled down to a simple hatred for the queer, the gay, trans, or unborn children. We're all somehow expected to have fully formed opinions that are presently morally acceptable, but any conversation that attempts to reach a conclusion ends in overturned tables, blocking and disassociating with any opinion contrary to your own, and yet we're so surprised when we feel so alone. We're all here taking up space in people's minds, judging relentlessly their actions and intentions despite being truly blind to what they really need and want. It's only shades and shadows of people that we haunt. You cannot fully know or understand the entirety of a person's personality or where they stand based on a box they check every 4 years. You cannot know the depths of their sorrows or their fears. You cannot draw a conclusion about a whole based on a single facet of an action. You simply cannot know. COVID-19 has us locked up and isolated, separated, irritated. We tried to respond with too little, too late. Now lives, businesses, and jobs are all lost. We're all irate. Everything's made political, but that's not the game I'm playing though. Everything about me is not summed up in who I voted for. But this virus is not the source of all the shared hate. Seems to me it's the inability for us to effectively communicate. All this information permeating our minds, we don't know how to process it, constantly stimulated to the point of absolute exhaustion. We try to put down the phone and close our eyes to sleep, but our minds keep on turning, there's no retreat. Anxious about everything, can't get a peep, mulling over everything. Seems like it's been a month, but it's only been a week. I can't compete, running on broken feet, desperately grasping for anything to make me feel complete. I open my mouth, but I cannot speak, I cannot blink. Worried for my safety, I can't unlink. Walls closing in around me, I can't breathe. Protesters from the left and the right, they're marching in the streets, claiming they want peace, screaming, see this, pacem parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war then. Feels like it won't be long before they infiltrate our homes and break down the doors. Agree with me or die, even if it's all a lie. Everyone seems to hide behind this mask of moral superiority when what they're really after is blatant uniformity. This isn't the kind of world I wanted for my kids. I got 4, but maybe no more, cause I don't know how to help them navigate a planet that changes at such a drastic rate. I'm trying to develop as a man, but it seems impossible when I wake up every day not knowing who I am. I trying to raise them to know who you are. I'm trying to teach them things that'll get them far. I'm trying to model compassion, strength, integrity, and humility, intelligence, grace, love, contentment, and gentleness, but the whole world shows them a distorted view. It's hell-bent on conforming them to its image, not yours. God damn this sin. I'm trying, but not my will be done, let it be yours. And of course, everyone wants to know when this will have run its course. Everyone wants to know, where are you? When are you gonna stop this war? What are you waiting for? We who claim your name want to act like you, but it seems pretty apparent that we don't have a clue. Brother hating brother, I guess that it's true. You didn't come to bring peace but a sword. Everyone seems desperately determined to believe what they want. Blatant misinformation abounds, but instead of changing their minds, they double down. They flaunt flawed theology and crooked epistemology and biased sociology. It's really too bad we can't buy common sense at the Dollar Tree. And it's so tiring trying to keep to the middle ground, knowing that it's not at the extremes that the truth is found. But everyone is so convinced that they have it all figured out, not seeming to care that being right is not what it's all about. You called us to simply love our neighbor, but even that has become contentious and controversial. I want to change the world, I really do, but there's only so much one man can do, and I often wonder if I really have anything to offer. In this landscape of sensationalization, I've come to this disturbing realization that no one seems to want to approach things with grace and wisdom. If the information doesn't come from a source they've predetermined to be true, they feel coerced, lied to, or ignored, or they're just too busy trying to survive the day to contemplate whether or not there exists a better way. All we can do is pray. Seems like such a cop-out answer, especially from those blessed with so many riches. We should be the ones out there digging the ditches, working to fix the systems that created so many victims, not to get people to think, believe, or act like us, but to demonstrate that we're motivated by love. But then I have to wonder, are we? Do we really believe what we claim to believe? Or are we just taking your name in vain, molding false ideas of you into idols that allow us to live life our way? Seems like the sin we face today is no different than the sin they faced in Moses' day. Yeah, we need to pray more, but maybe we need to reevaluate what we're praying for. Lord, here's my prayer for what it's worth. Create in me a clean heart and create a steadfast spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, O Lord. Restore my vision, anoint me, purge me, and renew me for your name's sake. Lead me not into temptation, but by the still waters of true peace, not as the world gives it, but as you give it. Give us the strength to hold on to one thing and not let go of the other. Teach us unity and charity and liberty and love for one another. Cure our blindness, cure our brokenness, cure our apathy. Teach us what it means to be spiritually free. Help us in our weakness, for we know not what to pray for. Embolden us to do what you put us here for. Give us your eyes to see, not the brokenness, sin, and idolatry, but the potential we have to live in love and unity. Lord, restore the power of your spirit and let us go into the world to heal it. Let us come together again to give sight to the blind, to be a light where all other lights fail. Let us heal the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual sickness of our world, for in a world full of darkness, all it takes to give the blind sight is to turn on the light. So break us, mold us, and teach us to be your light, to chase away the night and give the world your sight. Because it's not about clicks, likes, shares, and agreement on social media, or changing people's minds by linking them to Wikipedia. It's not about shouting the loudest into the digital void or determining whether or not they should have murdered George Floyd. It's about treating people the way that Christ treated you. It's about learning to walk in other people's shoes. It's about setting an example to the believers in word and spirit and truth, not bickering about logical fallacies, but letting your life be the proof that Jesus is alive and his spirit is still relevant, that he alone is the judge about the time that you spent here on this earth. Remember, you came from dirt and it's to dirt where you will return. It's true we're facing challenges never before seen by man, but these are not problems that have surprised the Son of Man. The power of God exists inside of your being, and I think it's about time that we let them see him. Put on the armor and produce the fruit. Stand firm and give the accuser the boot. What are you trying to gain by trying to force someone to think like you? You think you have a monopoly on the truth? You think you have nothing left to learn, like you haven't made mistakes and left bridges to burn? It's not about getting people to think exactly like you. It's about living a life that points and provides evidence for the existence of some absolute truth. So brothers and sisters, by all the mercies of God above, put down the weapons of the world and surrender to the God of love. Set your mind to fearing his name. Stop playing Satan's game. Look to the person you most passionately disagree with in the eye and comprehend is for that person precisely for which Jesus would die. We're on a journey set for turning these hearts that are yearning for a bigger purpose. But we won't change anyone by being staunch and stubborn. We'll change them with gentle answers and a willingness to learn. So put it all down, everything weighing you down. Lay it at his feet. Persevere through these trials so your faith will be made complete. Put down your pride and pick up Christ. Let us be made new in the image of the Almighty. Let us empty ourselves to the point where when they look at us, he is all they see. And let him reclaim 2020.